Hey there, I'm a fellow barbecue enthusiast, Mike Baker here, Baker's Barbecue. Hey, today we're going to try something a little different, something a lot of people are probably going to not like at all, but I'm going to try it out. And that is take a pork loin and I'm going to make pulled pork out of it by smoking it up to about 203 to 205 degrees internal. Most of the time I take my pork loin up to about 140 to 150, take it off, let it rest, slice it up, and that's how I eat it. But today we're going to make pulled pork out of the pork loin. So hope you guys will stick around, see how it turns out. Fire your smokers up, cook right along with me. Let's get to smoking. All right, we got the pork loin sitting there marinating. I've got it put away in a good little marinade. It's an apple juice mixed marinade. And I'm going to be putting this away in the fridge here shortly. I'm going to let it set overnight. And we'll be putting it on tomorrow. All right, so we've had the pork loin marinating overnight, getting ready to season this up with my Champions blend. So just took it out of the marinade. And we're going to bring it here. Not really a whole lot to do as far as trimming or anything like that. We're going to get it seasoned, and then we're going to get it out there and get it in the smoker. All right, there's not any trimming I'm going to do. I'm going to actually, whatever fat is on it, I'm going to let it stay since I'm going to go ahead and cook this to pulled pork. And I'm going to season the lean side first because I will be cooking fat side up. So all I'm going to do is just come in here, go ahead and hit all of my edges real good. I'm going to season it up good. Pork loin can be a little bit bland if you don't. Just come back across the top of it. I'm not even going to use a binder today. It's got enough moisture in it after I've had it marinating overnight. So from there, just going to flip it over. Do the fat side. Like I said, I'm going to leave all this fat on. I figure it needs all the help it can get because pork loin is pretty well lean. And it can be dry if you don't watch it. And I tell you, after having it in this marinade, you can tell it's already kind of started the cooking process on it as it sat there overnight. The salt and the sugar and stuff that's in there, the spices, will go ahead and start creating an actual cooking effect on it. So that's all we're going to do right there. Let it set till the temperature comes up on the smoker. We're going to get it outside and get it in the smoker. All right, so let's go ahead and get the pork loin on. Man, as you can see, we got a nasty day today. It's raining, nasty. The temperature's dropped about 20 degrees since yesterday. But anyway, we're not going to let it stop us. We're going to keep on smoking. All right, let's get this bad boy put up in here. Yeah, nice looking pork loin. I'm going to slide it right up in there just like that. Come back here, put my probe into it. Get her shut back down. All right, we're going to be good to go. I'm just going to go ahead and just cook it through. We're going to take it to about 203 to 205. I'll just keep an eye on it. May come back out and check it about midway. Might spritz. I don't know. It's going to play it by ear. I've never cooked a pork loin and made pulled pork, so we'll see how it goes. But anyway, I'll keep you guys updated. So stick around. I'll be using my cold slow smoker attachment today. I've got it filled up with cherry pellets, B&B cherry pellets. You can go down here and kick that on. I got it filled about halfway full. So I'm going to let it come up to start smoking, let it go for a few minutes, about 10 or 15 minutes, and then I'll kick it off and just let it smolder through the cooking process. And if it stops smoking, then what I'll do is kick that back on again and let it start smoldering again. So anyway, we got her going. All right, so the pork loins have been on right at 3 hours. Internal temperature has come up to 156 degrees. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it, and I'm going to braise it. I'll put a little bit of some of the marinade sauce I had reserved. I'm going to go ahead, take it out here and get it wrapped. Well, I got to tell you, it's looking good. Check it out. Yeah, that joker's looking good right there. Now I'm going to keep that little spot open right there. Pour the rest of that liquid down in there. I'm going to double wrap it because I don't want it to leak. And the reason I want to put that liquid in there, and this, like I said, this is the first time I've done this, so it's my guesstimation, is pork loin, you know, is real lean. And if you don't watch it, it might could possibly dry out on you. So just want to make sure that I don't allow that to happen. Go back here and put in my probe and get this bad boy back in here and let it finish on back out. and let her come on up to temp. Like I said, we're going to take it up to about the 205, 203, 205 range, somewhere in there, and we'll be taking it off. So stick around. Don't go nowhere. All right, there, I'm a fellow barbecue enthusiast. We got the pork loin all done, brought it to an internal temperature of 203 degrees. It took it right at almost 6 hours, which was kind of surprising. I cooked it for about the first 3 or 4 hours at 250. And then once I wrapped it up at it was 150 or 60 degrees internal, I can't remember exactly. But once I wrapped it, I went and kicked the temperature up to 275 to go ahead and finish it out. But it took it almost 6 hours to finish out. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to bring you over here. It's still in the foil. And we're going to go ahead and see if it pulls and see if it's tender, see how it tastes, see if it's got good flavor from where I marinated it in my apple juice marinade. And we're going to see how we did. Here we are, the moment of truth. We're just going to reach in here and see how we did. Oh, look at that. Just come right apart. Look at that. Shredding up really good. We get it down there in that au jus there. We'll pull it, put it down there in here in the juice I got, and then we'll transfer it over to the tin here in just a second. So I will say the texture of this kind of reminds me a little bit of, I don't know if I would say maybe a chicken breast, just a pure chicken breast. It's got that just about that same texture. So it doesn't have, you can tell the fat content's definitely not there like it would be if I was doing a butt. But, I mean, look at that, it's pulling apart perfect. Looking forward to trying it here in just a little bit. There it is. Pulled pork out of a pork loin. Check that out. All right, so as you saw, it pulled great. I mean, it's juicy. The smell is wonderful. It's got the texture like I was telling you a while ago when I was pulling it. I would say kind of like a chicken breast, like pulled chicken breast. But only other thing to do is going to take a bite of it and see how we did on taste. But I will say, so far, I'm really impressed. And I'm surprised because I had never thought about taking a pork loin and cooking it into pulled pork. So let's go in here, take a bite, and see how it tastes. I'm going to grab me a little piece there. Oh, that juice coming off that. Wow. That is actually delicious. I will say this. It's a little bit drier than when you do pulled pork. Of course, out of a Boston butt or a pork shoulder. But for a pork loin, it's juicy. You could definitely make, I guarantee you can make a good barbecue sandwich out of this. Or you could also make you some pork tacos would be good as well, or some beef, or some pork nachos. So I got to tell you, it's really good. And I mean, even managed to get a pretty good bark there on some of the pieces. So, wow, definitely a must. I'm gonna try a little bite of that. It's really good. I recommend you try it. Hey, I appreciate you guys coming along for the ride today. If you would, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. If you're not new to the channel, hey, I appreciate you coming back, spending time with me. And until the next time I see you guys, happy smoking.